Imagine stepping into an ancient world, not the magical world of Harry Potter, but a real place filled with mysteries and wonders. This is Ethiopia. Known as one of the oldest civilizations on Earth, Ethiopia not only harbors cultural marvels, but is also home to a little-known treasure, the Ethiopian Bible. While most of the world is familiar with the King James Bible, which contains 66 books, the Ethiopian Bible holds 88 books, including several that have been excluded from the mainstream version. Why is there such a difference? What led to the exclusion of these books, even though they contain ancient knowledge, some of which predates Western texts? This is a question that scholars are striving to answer today. The Ethiopian Bible is not merely a collection of religious texts, but a doorway into secrets that have been hidden for thousands of years. The debate between Western Christianity and Ethiopian Christianity goes beyond the number of books. It's a confrontation over history, theology, and power. Turning back time, the Ethiopian Bible existed long before Christianity officially arrived in Ethiopia in the 4th century. The ancient scrolls, written in the Ge'ez language, the ancient language of Ethiopia, not only include familiar stories but also contain myths and mysteries that challenge both scholars and Western religious authorities. Conflict erupted when Western religious leaders, particularly in the Roman Empire, began creating a unified framework for the Bible. In pivotal meetings like the Council of Nicaea, 325 AD, many texts considered dangerous or heretical were discarded. Books like the Book of Enoch from the Ethiopian Bible were sidelined due to their ambiguous content or their incompatibility with the emerging theological system. Power struggles arose as different religious factions sought to control the content of the Bible, making the choice of which books to include a political tool. While Ethiopian leaders defended their ancient traditions, Western authorities viewed these texts as a threat to their religious and political power. The content of the Ethiopian Bible not only includes familiar stories from the Western Bible, but also reveals mystical tales of fallen angels, demons, and supernatural phenomena. The appearance of these mysterious entities, such as evil spirits and different kinds of angels, sparked significant conflict in theological circles. In the West, the Roman Church meticulously selected the texts, removing mystical elements that they feared might lead to superstition. In contrast, the Ethiopian Bible presents a more complex picture of the battle between good and evil, involving not just a simple relationship between God and the devil, but layered conflicts between angels and dark forces. A conflict of ideologies arose between those who saw these mystical stories as integral to their religious faith and those who believed that religion should be based on reason and theological order. This difference was not merely a clash between two sects. It was a broader struggle between faith and reason. In the 4th century, the Roman Empire, under the reign of Emperor Constantine, officially recognized Christianity as the state religion. From that moment, religious and political leaders of the empire sought to shape a unified Bible that aligned with their need for control and governance. However, during this process, the books of the Ethiopian Bible were viewed as dangerous and unmanageable. The stories of fallen angels and mysterious entities didn't fit the simplified and disciplined image of Christianity that the Roman Empire wanted to project. Thus, these texts were discarded, and the power struggle between the West and Ethiopia intensified. The religious leaders of Ethiopia, on the other hand, refused to abandon their ancient traditions. They would not allow their sacred texts to be dismissed simply for political reasons. While the West strove to eliminate elements they deemed unsuitable for theological order, Ethiopia remained steadfast in protecting these books as an essential part of their religious and cultural heritage. The conflict reached its peak as the two sides confronted each other over the correct understanding of faith. Were these texts truly the Word of God, or were they simply dangerous myths? In the 20th and 21st centuries, researchers began to rediscover the forgotten books of the Ethiopian Bible. What they uncovered not only surprised them theologically, but also raised questions about the religious history they thought was well established. Modern conflicts emerged as scholars debated the significance of these texts. Some argued that the Ethiopian Bible contains hidden truths about early Christianity, while others dismissed them as mythological fragments with little historical value. This development has led to cultural and religious tensions in modern times. Can these ancient books be reintegrated into mainstream Christianity, or should they remain a part of local religious tradition? The Ethiopian Bible, with its ancient and mysterious books, is not just a historical issue. It represents a long-standing debate over power, faith, and truth. The conflict not only belongs to the past, but continues to shape the way we understand religion and cultural heritage today. The question remains, will the truth about the Ethiopian Bible ever be fully revealed? And if it is, how will it change the world? This story is both a journey into history and theology, and a direct confrontation filled with conflict between past and present, between faith and reason, and between politics and religion.